I'm still trying to figure out how to even use this camera because I got a new camera. Just amongst all the new things that are in my life. But anyway, I haven't posted in a really long time. I know it's been a long time. It's been like 5, almost 6 weeks actually, and that's only because there has been so much going on. So I'm gonna just jump right into it, into telling y'all everything that's been going on. So for one, as far as the update with the babies, I had to switch doctors because my doctor was like, okay, so basically she kind of pretty much rushed me through every appointment, which was only 2 appointments with her. But at first I was thinking like, okay, maybe I'm just being like really particular, or maybe I'm just being real sensitive or whatever. But it turns out that my last doctor's appointment, which I actually had on my last YouTube video, make sure you guys check that out, but my mom was there and my boyfriend was there too, and he didn't really notice, because you know, like, guys really don't pay attention to stuff like that. But I had kind of asked my mom, I'm like, do you think like she kind of like rushed through, you know? It was like, I don't know, her vibe was just weird. Like, she wouldn't really answer no questions. Like, basically she would rush. She would be in the room for like 4 or 5 minutes, and that's tops, like no exaggeration. But yeah, so and then so that it wasn't even that she was necessarily rushing me through. That was a big thing, because obviously like these are gonna be my first kids, so I'm gonna have a lot of questions, and like she wasn't really answering any questions, just rushing me through everything. And then so my first appointment, I was already alarmed. I think I mentioned this in the last video, but my first appointment I was already alarmed because she had mentioned that I couldn't let my heart rate go over 120. Now y'all know, like, if you guys follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, at Train with Marissa, follow me. But if you have followed me, or if you even go and look through my videos at all, y'all will see like I work out, like not just kind of work out, like I really work out. So why on earth would you tell me to keep my heart rate at 120? And I explained this to her. Now this was at my first appointment, and at my first appointment I didn't even know I was having twins at this time. So, you know, that was kind of alarming for me, because even through, you know, other stories, or like researching and stuff like that, as far as working out during pregnancy, like, first of all, it's encouraged for you to work out. If you guys did not know, it is not only healthy for you, but it's healthy for the babies as well, as long as you don't strain, or you know, as long as you don't push yourself too much. It's really more so about listening to your body. But the fact that I was so active before starting, you know, I've only ever heard people saying like, you know, just don't start anything new, or don't start anything too intense, or, you know, if you only walk around the park, don't start trying to do CrossFit, you know, something like that. But as far as her telling me not to let my heart rate go over 120, like, that was very alarming. And I questioned her about it at my first appointment, and the reason why she said it basically was because she had a client. She had a patient who, I guess the patient did CrossFit, and the woman ended up having a miscarriage. And I'm like, okay, so she's just being very cautious. But I still found that kind of weird, because it's like, basically you want my activity level to go from so high to basically doing nothing. I mean, in the end, it really didn't matter, because my first trimester, I was so tired and just felt so sick the whole time that I really didn't end up doing much anyway. But for me to not have that clearance to do anything was just alarming. So then at my second appointment with her, she had pretty much like super rushed me through, and I had to go see another doctor, which is a high-risk doctor. Now, there's nothing wrong with me, but I had to go see a high-risk doctor just because I am having twins, and they need to do like a very in-depth ultrasound, because a lot of OBs, I'm sure from what I read online, I guess some OBs really know how to do in-depth ultrasound. Some offices do them, but a lot don't. So I had to actually go to a separate, I actually had to go to a hospital and to meet with what they call the maternal fetal medicine doctor, or MFM doctor. That's the high-risk doctor. So it's all the same thing. And that's when they determined that I'm having die twins. Now, y'all, I don't remember. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, we're just not gonna go there. I will touch on that in another video. But the name for it is di twins, which is low risk. So I'm not having identical twins. They're fraternal and they're di, which means that they have their own sacs and their own placentas, which is a good thing because that means that, you know, I'm not high risk. But in order for them to really determine that, then they had to do like the in-depth scan. But I asked that doctor at the hospital, I'm like, you know, my OB, she said that I should only be doing like very minimal activity, like basically walking and maybe some elliptical, but not allowing my heart rate to go over 120. And he was like, you know, that's very, very modest, is how he put it. But basically he was saying, you know, just don't let it maybe not go over 150, 140. But he was like, overall, you know, if you've been active, super active before, there's no reason why you can't work out. You know, continue your activity. It's actually very good for you and very good for your baby. It'll actually be worse for you to just completely stop what you were doing and just become inactive. That can actually put you at risk. And I'm like, that's what I thought, you know. So anyways, so I made that first video, which I had like my doctor on a real small snippet, but honestly, if you had that OB, you would know her if you saw her. So I have so probably like a day or two later, then I posted that on YouTube. An old client of mine, she emailed me. Now she had this doctor, and her first email, she was just telling me like, or, you know, congratulations, let me know if you have any questions, blah blah blah. And she let me know that she had that doctor. So I'm like, you know, actually, you know, obviously I thanked her and stuff, but I'm like, actually, you know, I had a couple questions. If you had her, like, what did you think of her? Like, I don't know if I'm being too like touchy or too rude or whatever, like not rude, but like, you know, sensitive, like, but I'm not getting a good vibe from her. Like, and I should have just trusted my intuition, but I was just like, you know, I'm not really getting a good vibe from her. Like, it's just something's not right. Like, I just feel like, you know, she's rushing me through my appointments, etc., etc. And she literally sent me an email back that said, basically, she was like, switch as soon as possible if you can. Like, no lie. Like, she was the worst. She had me in tears after appointments. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I really should have listened to myself the first time. But now, you know, that appointment really that email really made me think, like, or really like basically lit a fire under my butt. Like, literally the next day I start the process, and that process was so extensive. Like, y'all, when I say I was on the phone with that, like, obviously I'm a personal trainer, so I have to work, and I had things that I had to do, you know, in between trying to be on the phone with them, my insurance, literally all day for like 2 weeks straight, trying to call around doctor's offices, figure out who I could get in with, because first of all, not all offices are going to take twins. I had to figure out, it was a whole extensive process. And I'm not sure if everybody watching is from the US. I know I have followers outside of the US, but our insurance programs are not really the best. So it's a lot. And not only did I switch doctors, I actually switched medical groups. So that was a huge switch. And I had, you know, there was just a lot of things, paperwork, you know, I had to get all my records from one doctor to the next. And then they found out that I needed to go to another doctor because I was having twins. It was a lot, and it was very, very stressful. So that was another one of the things that was going on these past 5 or 6 weeks. But overall, I went to my new OB on Tuesday. Well, actually, technically with these doctors that I'm with right now, I'm with the group, so I'll see all 8 of the doctors, which I kind of like that, because like if anything happens, then at least I'll see a familiar face versus like, you know, I'm only familiar with this one doctor, and if they're not available, or if they're already delivering, or I might have to wait, or they might like try to rush me through something, which actually my old client, she said that doctor did pretty much try to rush her through, like basically forced a C-section. And I, you know, now it was just a lot, but I just didn't get the right vibe from that doctor at all. And I have a much better vibe with this doctor's office, and I'm just hoping that with all the other doctors that I see, that I get the same vibe. But so far, so good. So as far as the update with the babies, as far as I know, my last ultrasound was at 12 weeks. So honestly, I think that I recorded my last YouTube video at 11 weeks. So I don't even think you guys have seen these pictures yet. But so right now I'm 16 weeks and 3 days, and my ultrasound was at 12 weeks and 2 days. So it was pretty much like exactly a month ago that I had my last ultrasound. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that is baby B right there. Ooh, my nails look nice. I got my nails done today, y'all. But that's baby B, and then this is baby A. It keeps trying to like find my face. I got a new camera too, y'all, so that's another new thing. So I literally could just imagine, well, let this readjust. I literally could just imagine how big my babies are now, like a month later. They're probably looking way bigger than that. But if you guys saw the last video, then y'all know that that's a huge difference between the ultrasound pictures that I got at 11 weeks versus 12 weeks. But again, the 11-week ultrasound that I had was like a mini ultrasound video. Not video, but a mini ultrasound with my OB. And then this was like a very in-depth ultrasound with an actual ultrasound tech. She took really good pictures and we were really able to see. Well, actually, yeah, we were able to see like some really, really good pictures. But besides that, what else was I gonna say? Oh, I've got a lot of updates for y'all. So I also got a new camera. So I had the Sony a6000, and that camera was cool. Well, I still have it because I'm not gonna get rid of it because it's still a great camera. But the thing that I didn't like about it was the fact that, and I don't know where it is right now because I just moved anyway. Maybe I'll show it in another video and kind of compared it to. But the thing that I didn't like about it did not have the front flip, or I don't know what you call it, but like the camera that you could, or the screen that you could flip up so that when you're vlogging and stuff you can actually see your light. So I had to like keep testing, like, okay, I'm recording, and then I had to come back and test, record, come back and test. And yeah, it had like a little, you could angle it, but you couldn't like fully flip it up to see yourself while you're vlogging. And it's not that I'm just trying to like look at myself the whole time, which I mean I do want to look and just make sure that I'm not looking crazy, but I also want to make sure that my lighting is okay, and I don't, that way I didn't have to keep like record, okay, test video. It was just real strenuous. So I changed to the Canon G7X. This is literally my first video that I'm recording with this camera, so maybe I'll do a comparison later on. That can be another video that I do. But besides that, I'm trying to figure out what else is new. Oh, well, I guess I can tell you guys I locked in my baby shower venue and date. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I'll be taking you guys on a journey with that because me and my mom, and I'm sure whoever, any of my friends that want to, or my family, we're going to be doing a lot of DIY stuff for the baby shower. So that'll be really fun to share with you guys and just, vlog that whole experience with you guys, as well as the twin pregnancy. What else? My next Friday, of course. So today's Friday. Next Friday, I'm actually having my anatomy scan, and then Saturday I'm going to do a gender reveal. So I will be recording that and vlogging that whole thing for you guys so that you guys can see the video. But I'm super excited. Like, this is how y'all know I'm thirsty, because literally my anatomy scan, I guess I'm gonna have to close my eyes, because I know if I look, I'm probably gonna be able to tell if it's, one's a boy, one's a girl. I'm probably gonna partially be able to tell. So I'm pretty much just gonna ask the ultrasound tech, like, if they can put it in a envelope and just let me know, like, when to close my eyes. I mean, obviously I want to see the babies, but I'll just have to have her take good pictures, him or her. I guess it could be a male as well, but I have to have them take good pictures and then just put them in an envelope for me. And then I'm gonna have one of my friends, I'm just gonna give them the envelope and do the gender reveal on Saturday. So I'll just have a small gathering, because I personally don't see the point in doing like a whole big old party for a gender reveal. So I'm gonna just do like a small gathering at my house and just do the reveal, and then we can parlay or whatever after that. But nothing too extensive. Throw some stuff on the grill, and that we just gonna call it that. But besides that, of course you guys want to know how I've been feeling, right? So my whole first trimester I was feeling like crap. So I really didn't have the energy to work out. I barely had the energy to train. Like the days when I was training my clients, I was pulling that energy literally out of nowhere. I know our bodies go through a lot when we are making babies, or baking babies, whatever you want to say, but that was something else for me. Me personally, I didn't get sick. I got sick a couple of times. I didn't get sick that much, but I did get sick a couple of times. But that wasn't even a big thing for me. The big thing for me was just not having any energy. Like I would get nauseous a lot. That is one thing. I would get nauseous a lot. There wasn't any type of meal prepping going on, because I did try to order through a meal prep company one time, and I literally wasted all the food because I couldn't eat, or like I would smell certain foods and I just would get nauseous off of the smell of it. So meal prepping was literally just like a waste of money. But I believe pretty soon I'll be able to get back into that, because I'm really starting to get an appetite back and really starting to be able to eat and stuff like that, which I'm happy about, because I'm a fat girl at heart, so I need some food. So that was probably a reason why my energy levels weren't good. I mean, besides just a lot of changes happening throughout my body. And I know at any point I could start feeling nauseous again. Like now I only really get nauseous if I'm hungry. So if my stomach isn't growling, like my stomach has growled a couple of times, but like the main way that I know now that I'm hungry or that I need to eat is I'll start getting nauseous, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, it's time for me to eat something. My baby's is trying to tell me like, look mom, you need to feed us because we hungry. But besides that, I just been real thirsty, literally and figuratively. Literally thirsty, I've been like chugging water, and figuratively thirsty to find out the gender. So I cannot wait for this gender reveal. I'm literally gonna have to close my eyes the whole time and like try not to peek in the envelope. But that's why I'm doing my anatomy scan is on Friday, and that's why the gender reveal is early on Saturday, because I can't wait. And I'm probably gonna start buying stuff like ASAP, but over everything, like I'm just hoping and praying that they are healthy, because that's one thing that I'm so nervous about. Like I'm in like these forums and stuff, and I always see people talking about how like they you know, they maybe lost one baby, and I hate to bring it up, but I'm just being honest. Like it's just, there's so much that can happen, and I'm just like, it just makes you so nervous, and it just makes you like just want to keep praying that everything's going to be okay. And but it's like the anxiety of it all. It's just like, especially because I haven't seen them since 12 weeks and I'll be 17 weeks. Like that's 5 weeks. That's a long time not to know what's going on inside of your body. But I have felt them move around a lot, which is good. So I feel them move every day, so I'm happy about that, because that kind of, you know, eases my mind a little bit. Like, okay, everything should be okay, like, you know. But besides that, I think I'll wrap it up, because this video is getting a little long. Thank you guys for watching again. If you have any questions or any suggestions for what you guys want to see, or what you guys want me to talk about, of course, go ahead and comment them below. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the video, you can share the video, you know, all that good stuff. And I will be talking to you guys very, very soon. Really about to just wrap this whole video up and not even let y'all see an update of the bump. Like, what am I even thinking? Okay, so this is 16 weeks. Hold on, I might have to move this back a little bit, and I might have to step back. Okay, so this is the front view. I know some of y'all kind of saw my workout video yesterday, but it wasn't like full angles. Then this is our side view. Let me move over as much as I can. So side view, front view of the side view. So they coming in strong. Now I will see y'all later.